the Switch January Report with your host, Redkwan. So January is pretty much over. That went pretty fast, actually. So if you don't know, this is a series I came up with to fill a video each month so I don't have to come up with new ideas, where I look at the Nintendo Switch, how it's doing, and how it will do. And because this is January, this one's about January. Hello all 75 of you, I'm Redkwan, and welcome to the Switch January Report. I would say that January 2018 for the Switch wasn't really about the games, so much as about the announcements. Last month I predicted there would be a Nintendo Direct. Honestly, it was mainly because everyone else seemed pretty convinced, and I guess we kinda got one. It was a Direct Mini, not as many big games, more ports, and smaller Nintendo series. The games they did announce seemed good, but there wasn't anything that I thought was particularly exciting. It was announced that Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze would be ported to the Switch, and I think that's really cool. I did play the game on the Wii U and I beat it, so I probably won't be getting it on the Switch, because I don't have money. I am glad that it's coming though, because it was a great game. It was one of my favorite games on the Wii U, and I actually like the Wii U. Yeah, I'm one of those people. One of the few new games to be announced was Mario Tennis Aces, which looked pretty good. The only Mario Tennis game I've played was from a one-night rental of Mario Tennis Ultra Smash on the Wii U, which wasn't so great, so I'd say I'm cautiously optimistic. One thing I really like about it though is that it has a single-player mode. That's pretty neat. It's probably just more tennis though, so maybe it really isn't very good. Now I'll blaze through some of the other things they announced that I don't have much to say about. We're getting ports of Dark Souls and Payday 2. That's good that third parties are porting games over, because a lot of Nintendo fans haven't played these games, and it's good for getting people who wouldn't buy the system based on the Nintendo games alone to have other reasons to buy a Switch. As for me, I can't say that I would buy the games, but maybe after I look into them I'll want them. We also got a port of Hyrule Warriors announced. Why exactly? We have Fire Emblem Warriors, and I don't think anyone thought the game was a masterpiece or anything. Well, whatever. I just don't really get it. We also got a balloon game in Super Mario Odyssey. I haven't played it, so that's about all I can say about that. And unless in between the time of recording this video and the end of the month there is a big Direct, which is possible since it seems like Nintendo isn't giving us much of a warning anymore, that was all the Direct we got. However, we did get another announcement, the Nintendo Labo. I already made a video about the Nintendo Labo, so I'll just touch on it quickly. The Nintendo Labo was another one of those out-of-the-blue Nintendo announcements as of late, and while they did sort of preface it as being for kids and kids at heart, I don't think it was what anyone was expecting. A build-your-own cardboard peripheral for the Switch sounds cool in theory. In practice, I don't really know. It might be pretty fragile, and the games that go along with it might not be that fun. But I'm glad that Nintendo keeps trying new things, because someone needs to try to better video games beyond graphical improvements. Sick burn. Like I said, not really a games month. It makes sense, I guess. People don't buy so many games in January because they're too busy playing games they got in the Christmas season. I mean, I think Lost Sphere came out. But the best game to come out of January for the Switch was probably Celeste. I hadn't heard anything about this title until like today, but apparently it was a masterpiece. But in typical Redkwan report fashion, I haven't played it. I say typical, but this is only the second one. I'm sure it will be a running theme though, because like I said, I don't have money. But other than Celeste and maybe Lost Sphere, there weren't too many games this month. As for sales, I don't think sales of systems were that great this month, and I bet sales of games were average. Those are relative, of course. A bad month for the Switch is still a pretty great month. Now on to February. Games we know about coming in February are Bayonetta 1 and 2 and Payday 2. We still have nothing from Nintendo though, which will make it 4 months in a row without a major Nintendo game. Those games should provide February with some more mainstream options for stuff to play, but I really hope Nintendo didn't exhaust all their stuff in the first year. I don't know if there will be a Direct next month. It's possible that the rumored January Direct was pushed back to February, but I kinda think this was it. We'll probably get some form of an announcement, seeing as Nintendo has been pretty consistent with that lately, but I don't really know. One thing I think will happen is that third parties will continue to increase their support. It won't suddenly happen in February, but every month the Switch continues to sell buckets full, companies will become more and more interested in putting games on it. When I started this series a month ago, I didn't have nearly as many people watching, so if you think this series is really dumb, feel free to let me know. I kinda slacked off on this video to be honest. I mean, I have a few normal videos made and ready, but I felt the need to wait until the last minute to put this one out. Well, at least I did it right. How do you feel January 2018 went for the Switch? Pretty good? Pretty bad? Hey, me too. We had to cut Redkwan off because he was just wasting time at the end there. This has concluded your Switch January report. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.